welcome everybody to today's class. As you can see, I'm finally holding the book, Visual Phrasal Verbs. It is ready. You can see it's a chunky one. This is A4 size and there are 456 pages in this beast. There are 250 images, so there's plenty to help you with the phrasal verbs as well. Now I know you're thinking, where can I get this book? Well, unfortunately, the physical edition I've bought myself from Amazon. And it costs quite a lot of money for the proof copy, so that's not including the money that the thieves at Amazon will take, and so it really does cost a lot of money as a physical version. It's because it's so big, and they are lovely pages. I must say it's done very nicely. I'm very pleased with how it looks, and part of that is thanks to Yuri, who did the layout of the book, so thanks very much, Yuri. He was recommended to me by a very dear friend, so thanks very much to Maria as well. So if you would like to get your hands on a copy of this book, I have already made the PDF available on my website. You can go to it right now. If you go to the website, and I'm going to put the link to my website under this video. It's skypelessons.com. Skype Lessons has got a hyphen in the middle, and it's on the main page. And if you buy this PDF, which is exactly the same, it's just e-version, the electronic version has hyperlinks, so you can go straight to the answers from the page where you do the exercises, and there are loads and loads of exercises. So if you want to buy this book, you can buy the e-version, and the e-version comes with 3 free ebooks. Line of Duty, English lessons for Line of Duty, English lessons for Mindhunter, and English lessons for Mindhunter, Line of Duty, and House of Cards. So I give you free ebooks as well to make the £20 go a little bit further. But as you can see, it's a very big book. It's got exercises for all the phrasal verbs in my phrasal verbs videos. Do phrasal verbs, make phrasal verbs, come phrasal verbs, let phrasal verbs, blah, 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 blah. And all of the prepositions, up, on, off, away, over, around, all of those prepositions as well are included in the book. You can have a bit of an idea of what the book consists of if you just look at the contents page, and I think you'll be able to see that quite clearly. That's what we're looking about concerning chapters. Now, the link isn't up yet because this is a live class, but if you just go to skype-lessons.com, you'll see it on the very first page. And as I say, for £20, you'll get this book and 3 ebooks. Mindhunter, House of Cards, and Line of Duty. They're all quite fairly new TV shows, and they have exercises for the TV shows, and they certainly have phrasal verbs in all 3 shows in many of the episodes. So I hope that will be interesting for some of you. Many people have already bought a copy, so thanks everyone out there who has already bought a copy. I'm afraid I have no idea what £20 is in dollars, but the good news is you can go to xe.com and you can find out exactly how much £20 is in dollars. But I do hope that you'll all be interested in this. It took a lot of time and effort and even a little bit of money, which is why I have to sell it for at least 20 quid, £20. But I'm really pleased with it. I certainly use it already with all of my students. You want to find out euros? xe.com has the answer. Not Mr. Skype Lessons. He doesn't keep the value of the currencies in his head. But yeah, please do grab a copy. I find it very useful to use with my students, and I hope that you'll be able to find it very useful too. But this is the only physical copy around at the moment. Now, if people are interested in physical copies, I will try to split the book up because it's too expensive at 450 pages with colour photos. It will end up being at least £50, and I don't think many people will want to pay £50. In fact, it would probably have to be more like 55 or 60. So I'm going to try and split it up. I'm going on holiday tomorrow, so I won't be able to do it for at least a couple of weeks. But I'll try and split it up into different parts if people are interested in the physical version. But the e-version is already available. Go to the website, click on the link. It will send you to PayPal. You don't need a PayPal account. You can use your card So it doesn't matter if you've got a Spearbank card. Somebody asked for my Spearbank number earlier, so asking to buy the book, which I found strange. You don't need my number, you'll need your number. And yeah, you should be able to buy this book without any problems. And of course, if anybody does have any problems, I immediately know the emails of the people that have sent me money. So if you do pay for something and you don't get the ebooks for some reason, maybe it goes into your spam and you don't notice it, just get in touch. Get in touch on one of the videos, Facebook, vk.com, and I will certainly make sure that you get an e-version if I see that you've sent me money. Okay, so there won't be any problems. You'll definitely get all 4 books, this one, and 3 more books for learning English with TV shows, because the other ones are for learning English with TV shows. But they'll all come as PDFs. Okay, I hope that's clear. Now, these phrasal verbs are all from this book. They're from the final section where I revise a lot of the phrasal verbs that have already cropped up in the book. Okay, the link is Skype, SKYPE -lessons, LESSONS.com. Yeah, that's my website. You can see that it's my website. You'll see my name on it. You'll see my face on it. So it's definitely me. Okay, so let's get stuck into phrasal verb clusters 4. Otherwise we won't get through these phrasal verbs. All of these phrasal verbs here have something to do with happening according to plan. Or I think it's more likely to be, they're more likely to be used when something happens according to plan. So if something goes off, quite often we say the party went off with a bang. And that means it went off well. It went off really well. Yeah, there was music and laughter and dancing. The party went off with a bang. Yeah, but you could say the party went off exactly as we expected. And that means it went off well as well. You could also say that it came off well. And it means that it happened with a successful result. It happened according to plan. And you can even use a transitive phrasal verb and say, it sounds like a great plan, but I don't know if we'll be able to pull it off, meaning succeed. I don't know if we'll be able to get a result from this plan. Okay, so there's 3 phrasal verbs there, all related to happen according to plan. Now this one's slightly different. If you say the party went down well, usually that means it went down well with the audience, with the people that went to the party. Okay, so usually when you say, oh, it went down really well, you mean that people appreciated it. So it's slightly different from these 3, which just sounds like a successful result. But this sounds like people thought it was a successful result. People perceived it to be a successful result. And you could also say the party turned out well. There's nothing wrong with that either. That's a good one to remember. Okay, we've got some for studying now. Now, if you use this book, you'll be able to brush up on, bone up on, swat up on, read up on your phrasal verbs. And that's the whole point about this book. It's supposed to let you polish up. Yeah, you can see it at the back there. It's time to polish up your phrasal verbs. So polish up could be here in studying as well. When you polish something up, you perfect it in some kind of way. Now, if you sail through your exams, you pass the exams with flying colours. Now, if you don't know what that expression means, it means to pass your exams with the top marks. If you breeze through the exams, it's the same thing. Breeze through your exams, sail through your exams. They were really easy for you and you got the top marks. Scrape through your exams means you just about passed. You just about scraped through the exam and got the result, but it was the worst result possible, but a pass. Okay? It was the worst result possible, but a pass. So scrape through your exams. If you go over something or read over something, I haven't put that one on here, but it's also good. If you go over something or read over something, you're revising that topic. And if you pore over a document, or pore over my book, you analyze that document in detail. You want to really look at it in detail. So you examine it in the finest detail. So it's definitely worth poring over that book. And I hope that after poring over my book, these phrasal verbs will start to sink in. There is a lot of repetition in that book because I'm a big believer that the only way to learn anything is by repeating it again and again and again. And so I hope that using that book, it will help the phrasal verbs to sink in because they really are repeated in it loads of times. Okay, feelings and emotions. These ones are tough ones. Get carried away is very, very common. When somebody gets carried away, they lose